everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. And I wanted to make this video to talk about the bags that are kind of, not really trending anymore. The bags that maybe for 2022 you shouldn't really look into buying. These are the bags that it's better to kind of either get them pre-loved or just look at other bags. But of course this is all subjective, so if you really still like these bags, then I'm not saying like don't buy them, but I'm just saying that these bags are not as popular as they once were. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. So for the first bag, it is from Bottega Veneta, and it is their cassette bag. I kind of feel like this bag has been on the decline like since 2021 to begin with, but with 2022, this bag I think is really, one of the bags that you won't see as much, that not a lot of people are going to carry as much. The cassette bag, I actually really do like this bag. I like the design of it. I would still purchase it, but I'm just saying as far as trends and it bags, the cassette bag from Bottega Veneta is definitely one that you will not be seeing as much, and maybe it isn't really worth the investment. Maybe go pre-loved if you're still interested in this bag. Next up are belt bags. Belt bags are not really trending as much as they were before, and I think this is because the fact that the smaller bags are not really trending as much as they were before. I think belt bags now are, really being pushed to the side for other types of bags. I think when you wear a belt bag, you really are kind of dating yourself, and it's sad, but it's funny at the same time that like a belt bag that was so popular and so trendy like literally just a few years ago, now you put it on, you wear it, it's kind of showing you're dated a little bit. I mean, with some belt bags you can still get away with, but I do think these are not really the trend for 2022. In my other video on trend bags for 2022, the it bags, I said the Prada Clio bag is definitely an it bag, a trendy bag. And I kind of mentioned a little bit about the Prada reissue bag, of how that one's kind of slowly going to be pushed out, not really worth it as much as it was before. It's not really getting as much hype as before. I really do believe that the Prada reissue was and is always just going to be a trend bag. When I first saw it, every time it comes out, I'm like, this is a bag that it's gonna have that time where everyone's gonna be like crazy over it, but then it's always going to decline. Like, I just see that as the type of bag that's it's gonna be like in, and then it's definitely gonna be out for a while. So I definitely do think the Prada Clio is taking the place of the Prada reissue, and I do think the Clio is a little bit more refined. So definitely the Prada reissue isn't a bag I would invest in for 2022, and it's definitely a bag that a lot of people are going to start putting down more. Next up we have Chanel. So with Chanel, I would have to say their Gabrielle bag. I wasn't ever really interested in the Gabrielle bag, to be honest with you. But this isn't a bag that I see sticking around for 2022. I don't think it really stuck around for 2021, to be honest, but it's really not sticking around for 2022. I think that this bag is definitely one that, it doesn't have that pizzazz, that it factor. And I do think, and honestly, I feel like for the Gabrielle bag, I don't think it was ever an it bag to begin with. I think it was just always there with Chanel. And I'm like I said, this is subjective, so if you're really interested and you really like this bag, then go for it, But I'm just saying, as far as trends and what's hot for 2022, I do not see, and I haven't read anything about the Gabrielle bag really being that hot of a ticket. Moving on to LV. So I think for this bag, a lot of people are gonna scream at me for this, but I think the multi-pochette, I kind of sense that it's had its time, and that is not a bag to really invest in or pick up. To be honest, when I first saw that bag, I was like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But I do get the feel of bringing back that time with. But yeah, that bag it's not a bag to really think about being an it bag anymore, or like being one of the trendiest of bags. I think that bag is just I think maybe because of the fact that it has so many compartments, I think that was one of the things they tried to sell people on, and I think, you know, they gave it to a lot of influencers, a lot of bloggers to push, and I think that definitely did help with getting that bag out there and making it an it bag, you know, during that time period. But I think if it wasn't for that push and like sending the bag out to so many people, like influencers, I really don't think that bag would have really taken off, you know what I mean, as much as it did. I think it's just because everyone kept seeing it, and like all your influencers and your, like, you know, content creators were really, like, you know, into it. Well, I think some of them were really into it, and I think some of them were just happy to get a free bag. But I think this bag is definitely not one to invest in for 2022. Sticking with LV, their new wave bags, that new wave line. I think when this line came out, LV was really trying to mimic Gucci, and I haven't seen this, you know, line be really popular, you know, and I think the design is okay, but I just feel like this is a bag that, well, a line from LV that, you know, you shouldn't really, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, there are other LV, you know, styles and bags that I think are a little bit more worth it when it comes to the investment, and these bags were never it bags to begin with, so that's just my 2 cents. But, you know, like I said, if you're really into this line from LV, go for it. For my last bag, it is also from LV again, and this is their Artsy bag. I never really fell into the hype with this bag. I didn't really understand it to begin with, but I'm kind of glad that this bag is like making its way out the door. I did say, like, previously that, you know, the bigger bags are coming in, the totes are coming in, people are falling more into that trend. That's like what's in now. It's getting bigger and bigger, but I do feel like the LV Artsy is not going to be included, is not going to enjoy the ride. I think it's on its way out. I think it's just a little bit too, you know, bulky in a sense, and I think it's just not as comfortable as a tote bag could be. And that's pretty much it for the bags on my radar right now that I see as not really being the trendy bags, the it bags, or the bags that, you know, you should really try to invest in for 2022. But, you know, if you like them, go for it. You know, I'm just giving these, like, you know, opinions. Everything is subjective. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If I said some bags that you were really shocked and surprised about, let me know down in the comments if you kind of feel the opposite, that, oh, these bags, or this bag is like still hot right now, or this bag is like one to still keep your eye on. I'm always interested to hear your feedback. As always, if this is your first time watching, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and come back for more videos. And please make sure to hit the like button as well. Bye!